Hey everybody, in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through what for me is the most used formula that I use in Microsoft Excel, the VLOOKUP. When I say most used, I should say it's the most used formula I use when I'm at the office doing work stuff. What you use VLOOKUP for is when you've got multiple Excel documents that you want to try and go find information for. It's a way for you to look up values and bring in other information from other workbooks. So first, let me start by saying I'm not a professional. You're going to figure that out really quick. I get tasked a lot at the office with teaching people how to do VLOOKUP. And I figured, hey, why not just do a video that they can watch and that maybe it'll help somebody else out there that's needing to do it. I'm also going to keep this as basic as possible. But when you get into Excel, there's a whole lot of ways to do the same thing, and there's a lot of ways to make this more complicated if you need to. We're just going to stick with the basics so you get a basic idea of VLOOKUP. There's also other things like XLOOKUP and third-party softwares you can use to kind of do the same thing, but we're just focusing on basic VLOOKUP today. So what we've got here is I've got one workbook with two sheets in it, sheet one and sheet two. Sheet one has a list of cities in column a list of zip codes in column B that correlate to the city. Sheet two has a list of states and the zip code that correlates to that state. So that's data in two different worksheets. Then I've got a whole other workbook over here, a whole other Excel sheet that has zip codes and price. So let's say you get tasked with coming up with a list of all of the cities and the zip code and the state that they go with and the price. How would you do that? Well, you could just start and do it manually. You could say, okay, I've got city, Allen. I could go over to my second sheet. I could look for Allen. We can do a simple find here. And there's Allen, and we know that it goes with Texas. So I could come over here and I could say the state is Texas. Then I could go into my other workbook and I could do the same thing. I could do another find and say, okay, the price is $50. Go to my worksheet, put in the price, and there we go. The problem is when you have hundreds or even thousands of rows, are you going to do that for each individual row? No, it's not feasible. It'll take you forever. We're going to use VLOOKUP to do the same thing. So I'm going to take these values out. I just wanted to kind of show you what the purpose of this would be. The way a VLOOKUP works is you can go look up any value from a sheet and you could go find the correlating value for that given thing. The key though is you have to have a common, or yeah, I should say common key between your worksheets. The only way this is going to work for me is every worksheet contains the same data field that I can look up. This one has zip, this one has zip, and this one has zip. If you didn't have that value in all of the worksheets, you wouldn't be able to go and look up that information. Your worksheet that you're going to get data from has to have some field in it that will correlate to your existing sheet. So I hope that makes sense. But in this case, all three of my workbooks have zip, so I should be able to go to any of them and look for the zip code. We're going to start basic. I'm going to start with sheet one. I'm going to go look up this zip code, and I'm going to go to sheet two. And if I find the zip code, I want to bring back the state. Now, the way VLOOKUP works is it can only look to the right of the given value that you're looking for to bring back data. So what does that mean? It means if I'm going to look at the zip code, the only thing it can bring back is either this column or anything to the right of it. So in my case, I want to bring back state. I need to move it to the right of the column that I'm going to be looking at. So I'm simply going to cut this and I'm going to paste it over here instead. Now I'm going to be looking up zip, but I've got state to the right of it, so I can go pull that information into my existing worksheet. I hope that makes sense. You have to basically, I always like putting whatever it is I'm looking for in the very first column. That way, anything over here to the right, I can go pull the value for. That'll make more sense here in a second. So now we have our zip code all the way to the left, our state value to the right of it. With VLOOKUP, all we're going to do is wherever we want to get the value put, we're going to say equal VLOOKUP. Now you can use this little function button if you like doing that. I like doing the formula because to me, it makes more sense to read what I'm doing in this formula. What do we want to go look up as the first value? Lookup value is in this sheet, what is it that I'm wanting to go find somewhere else? In my case, I want to go find B2, which is the zip code for row number 2. We're going to do comma. The second thing, table array says, where is it that you want to go look for that value that you put before, which was B2? Out of everywhere on my computer, where do I want to go look for that value? Well, I want to go to sheet 2 and look for it. You'll notice when I clicked on sheet 2, it automatically put that up here in the menu bar. In sheet 2, I always like, you could just choose certain values. I always like grabbing the whole column. I know some people are going to say, well, that can make your computer run slower or it could be more taxing. To me, it's easier because you don't have to worry about values getting added or removed in the future. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to say, go to sheet 2, and we're going to look for column A, and we're going to look for column B. Anywhere in columns A and B on this whole sheet, look for the value that's in B2 on my original sheet. Now we're going to do another comma. This next part, column index number, is saying out of columns A and B, what we chose earlier, which column do you want me to bring back the value for if I find what I'm looking for? In this case, we want column number 2, which is B. So we're simply going to put a 2 there. You don't have to just use 2 columns. We might have 50 columns full of data here. Your number would be the number that correlates to the column that you're pulling back. So for example, if I was trying to pull back the value in column D, I would put 4 here because it's the 4th column in my worksheet. I'm going to do comma again. This next part says, when I go look for the value that's in B2 on that original sheet, can I look for an approximate match, or does it have to be an exact match? I always use exact match. Approximate match would mean, for example, if we looked for approximate match and we of 362, it would find this one. If we used an exact match, it would have to find 36203. So it's kind of self-explanatory, but I like using false, which means I'm looking for an exact match. Now all we're going to do is we're going to close out our formula, and we're going to either hit enter or you can hit the little check mark here. Now, this is a good learning lesson. You'll notice how it's just showing my formula here. Anytime you're using a formula, your data has to be non-text. I usually go to general. So we're going to go to general, and I'm going to go back to my formula and hit enter, and you'll see now it works. So let's do a quick recap of what that formula did. I'll click back in it. It's saying go look up value B2, which is here. When we go look it up, go look in sheet number 2, which is this sheet. We're going to look at columns A and B in sheet number 2, this column and this column. If we find it, we're going to bring back whatever the value is that correlates to it from column 2, which was this column, and it has to be an exact match. And that's why we got Texas. It found an exact match in this worksheet. We could always go spot check our data at the end. I'll show you here in a second. We'll do that. So that's it. We've got our VLOOKUP. Now, all we have to do is copy our formula all the way down the sheet. And because we use columns, it's automatically going to work. If you didn't use the full column before, this is where you can have trouble if something gets added. But now our VLOOKUP, for every one of these values, you'll notice that was our first one. The second one is looking for B3. The next one is looking for B4. It's correlating to this row here. But it's going to this worksheet, and if it finds this value, it's bringing back the corresponding value that's in this worksheet. As always, you would want to test your data. I always like testing my data. So I'm going to take this one, for example, Bartlesville, Oklahoma. All we're going to do is go to our sheet. I'm going to find that value, and I should see, oops, I need to be looking here. Actually, I really just need to be looking here. But when I find this zip code, it should have Oklahoma with it, and it does. So that's our first VLOOKUP. Now we have the state that goes with the city and the zip code. The last thing we need to do is the price. Now, the price is in a totally different worksheet, but that doesn't matter. You can either look for things in, or sorry, I should say workbook. You can look for things in different worksheets in the same Excel document, or you can go to a totally different Excel document and look there. I tend to try and move all the information into one workbook. The reason I do that is if you go look over here, it's going to work. But if somebody happens to delete this file or you happen to move it, your formula will mess up because where it's looking no longer exists. But I just wanted to show you that it can be done that way. So we're going to go do the same thing. We've got zip codes over here and we've got price. Now remember what I said earlier. Because the price is to the right of the field that we're going to be looking for, which is zip code, we're good to go. If it wasn't, we would need to again move zip code to the first column. But because it's in the first column, we should be fine to use VLOOKUP. We're going to basically do the same kind of formula we did before. Now we're going to go look for price. Again, because before it was like that, you want to make sure that the column you're putting a formula in is in general format. I'm going to do equal VLOOKUP. Similar to what we did before, I want to go look up the zip code, B2, comma. Where do I want to go look for it? I want to go to this Excel workbook, and I want to look in columns A and B. You'll notice it put this up here like that. We could leave it like that, or we could just change this to B and remove this section, whatever you want to do. So this will work, or this will work as well. All it's saying is go to the price.xls work sheet, Excel sheet, which is what I'm in, and look at worksheet sheet number 1 and look in columns A and B. If it finds a value, which column do we want it to bring back? This time, just for kick's sake, I'm going to bring back column number 1. I'm just going to show you what it does. It'll bring back the zip code because column 1 is A, which is zip. Again, we're going to do comma. We want an exact match. And we need to close our formula, and you can see that it found this zip code over here and it brought back the zip code because we brought back column number 1. But that's not really going to do us any good. We want to change that because we really wanted what value was in column number 2, which was column B. So we're going to change this 1 to a 2. I just wanted to show you that it works. So now we can go verify our data. Actually, let's go ahead and copy our formula down. It's saying that this zip code exists over here and the corresponding value for it is 50. We'll go spot check our data later. I'm going to go ahead and copy this down. You'll notice every row, except for these, see these that have NA? It basically means that it did not find that zip code in this worksheet. There's a way you can actually change this so that instead of it bringing back NA, it brings back a different value. But I'm not going to complicate you in this video. We'll just leave it as is. But that's what the NA means, is while this zip code existed here and it brought back a state, it does not exist over here to bring back a price. So we've completed our VLOOKUP. Let's go spot check our data. According to our VLOOKUP, the city of Allen, zip 75002, should have a price of $50. I'm going to do a simple find. And there it is with $50. Pretty simple stuff. I hope that makes sense. If you've got questions or if you've got problems trying to do your VLOOKUP, leave a comment. I'd be happy to help you out. All you're doing is you're basically telling Excel to go look for a value in a sheet, go look at a different sheet, and if you find that value, bring back something for that value. This has been a look at VLOOKUP. Hope the video helped.